Alright, what's going on guys? Welcome to the video. So we're going to be looking at the Somua SM today, and this is one of the most temperamental vehicles that I've ever played in this game. It seems to have either really good games or really bad games, and I know I've said this with a couple vehicles before, but I'm telling you, it is the case with this tank. Like every single game, it's either good or bad. There is no in between. It either works or it doesn't work, and if you're not sure what this vehicle is, it's a tier 8 French heavy that has a autoloader. It's a 5-round clip and it shoots 300. It's 300 damage per shot, and it's a 5-round clip. So you have a potential of 1500 damage per clip. It's a 2-something second reload per shell, and then your full clip reload is 38, 39 something whatever seconds, right? It has a very similar reload time to the Char Model 75, and look at this, man. This is where this vehicle is working. Look at me absolutely rip this guy apart. So he gets one into me there, but I'm just going to go for it, and we end up doing 1400 damage in the first minute and a half of the game, right? So this is where this vehicle is working, right? Is when you can poke out, find someone that's overextended themselves and has maybe gotten a little bit too aggressive, and you could tear them to shreds. But the issue with this vehicle is when you get into +2 matchmaking, like, good luck, man. Like, I don't know what you're supposed to do with this vehicle in +2 matchmaking. You can't really pen anything, and you can't use the clip to its full potential if people don't overextend. You might get like one shot into someone's cap, and you might keep doing this throughout the game, but then at some point you have to reload, right? And you're going to be reloading for 30-something seconds, and then when people need you, you might be on the reload, right? Now look, ISM comes around the corner, and keep in mind, I'm spamming APCRs, guys, because I'm trying to 2-mark this vehicle, but look at this. We spam this guy with APCRs, and it's just the timing, right? Like, it's the timing of everything. He came right around the corner as soon as I was done reloading, and within the first 3 minutes of this game, we have put 2 full clips into the enemy, and we have 2,617 damage. So I'm showing you a game where it's working very well, but I'm telling you, this thing is extremely, extremely temperamental. And I figured I would, kind of share with you my experience with this vehicle as I go over, its characteristics and stuff. So this is where it's working very well, again, but it is what it is. I mean, I'm not going to show you a garbage game. I'd rather show you a good game, but just be prepared that if you get this vehicle, you're not going to have a fun time in +2 matchmaking. So I'm waiting for this AMX to come around. I'm waiting for him to target someone else. He ends up bouncing me there. The armor on this vehicle works, sort of, but you can't rely on it. It's more just like a bonus. You can't really angle it in any way. It just will bounce sometimes, like the way you have it angled, and also for lower tiers it will work. But anything at your tier or above, don't even try to angle the armor. Don't do any kind of hold down. Don't do any kind of we call it side scraping. Don't try it, guys. You're gonna get wrecked because the armor just can't hold up to anything at your own tier. So that's another thing with this vehicle, is it's just very, very tricky, man. You really need to be in the right situation. It's so situational, this tank, and I've been trying to 2-mark it, extremely. Like, I can't even explain to you guys how difficult it's been for me to try and mark this thing. Like, I've been going to, I should rephrase, I've been going to extremes to try and mark this vehicle, where I had like bounty turbo on it, thinking maybe, okay, it's a mobility thing, and then I put my improved aiming on it, the bounty improved aiming, and I'm like, dude, this thing is just not working. I'm able to get away from the AMX here, barely, and we're just running away. I'm on the reload, so I can't really do anything at this point, but I'm going to ram the T26E5 and kind of just try and get out of here. Like, there's nothing else I can do in this situation. We held down the north as good as we could, and this is going to be our game, basically, right? But we did really well to do that well, I guess, but I have been going to extremes to try and mark this vehicle, guys, and it has been the most temperamental thing I've ever played in my life. So I'm just going to speed through this, kind of show you guys how we pick up this win. These guys push our base, but my teammates do a pretty good job of figuring out what they're attempting to do here. Emil comes over, finishes this last guy, and that's the game, guys. But this is where this vehicle is working well. Again, I can't tell you guys enough, like, how stressed I've been trying to mark this tank, because it's just so frustrating when you get into a game and you can't really do anything. It's either a 15 to 3 going one way or a 3 to 15, going the other way. And you need time. It's just like the Char Model 75. You need time to be able to work the clip and work the long reload, right? And be able to clip people out, like I did in this game. Anyway, we got first class, we got high caliber, we did 4,700 damage, 133 assist, we got 3 kills out of it. And here we are, second by experience actually, and top by damage it looks like. And yeah, the rest of the team didn't do great, but luckily the Emil was able to carry a bit, and I was able to carry with a good amount of damage here. E25 also did all right, and that's it. We made 131k, guys. This was still during holiday ops, obviously. It was like one of the last days, and yeah, I'm running this thing with vents in the survivability slot, V-stab, and then I got rid of this bounty turbo and I actually run improved aiming on it now. The bounty improved aiming. I only have one improved aiming, and or bounty improved aiming, and that's what I put on this vehicle. So I'm trying my hardest to basically get the gun to be as good as it can, right? We have a 47% win rate in this thing and averaging about 2,000 damage after this particular battle. I think both of these have gone up a little bit since then. Like, I think maybe the win rate's now like 48 or 49, but it's still not optimal, and I think the damage is actually lower. I think I'm averaging like 1900 something in this vehicle now, just because of how temperamental it is, right? Like, it's also not one of those tanks that I'm great at, so I can say that as well. Like, I'm not great at playing a support vehicle. I love light tanks, but this is a support heavy tank, and it really, just like the Gorilla 15 in the last video I just recorded, it really, both of these vehicles require very unique playstyles, in my opinion. The Somua even more than the Gorilla. It's such a unique tank, the way it has a clip, but it's a heavy with also non-reliable armor. Like, it's very rare to have a heavy tank that you can't rely on the armor, like, almost at all. So here's what my crew looked like at the time. I've since changed repairs for Brothers in Arms, and I just try my best not to get tracked and stuff like that. But that's how I run it, guys. I use Brother in Arms now, vents in the survivability slot, and then I'll even run vent purge if I need to, but I'm starting to run out of the bonds. But that's the way I'm doing it, guys. It got me down to like 0.32 dispersion over here, and the gun is very accurate, and it could be a fun tank to play, but I'm telling you, this is that tank, man, where the mark literally looks like, I don't know, like crypto or something like that, like it just constant up, down, up, down, up, down. Like, it's just this wave. And it's so difficult to market because you have a great game, a bad game, a great game, a bad game. And when you get the +2 matchmaking, you have to try your best to just survive and find someone to throw a clip into and run, and like, you can't be touched in this vehicle. We fired 19 shots, hit 19, and penned 17, so that's probably why this game was also really, really good. But yeah, that's it, guys. I'm gonna do my best to try and mark this thing before I run out of the rental days. And if you're wondering how I got this vehicle, by the way, you just have to sign up for Twitch Prime, or whatever the heck it's called, Prime, I don't know, something like that, where you connect your Amazon account to Twitch, and you get actually a couple of coins or whatever it is, and you can select what you want. But yeah, I decided to get the Somua SM, and I also got the TS5 for rental, but I don't think I'm going to end up playing that thing. I played a couple battles, and it's just not my play style, man. It's way too slow for me. Yeah, I can't do slow tanks, guys. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed this one on the Somua SM. Again, very, very, very unique play style. So if you're sucking with this tank, like, trust me, don't feel bad at all, man, because I am too. Like, it's a struggle, dude, just to try and two mark this thing. But I'm optimistic, guys, I will say. Like, I think I've kind of learned how to play it, so hopefully we can get the 2 mark. But if not, I'm going to try my best regardless. So there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope you all are doing well. So I'll catch you for the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.